0-2 pitch coming from Hernandez to Walters with the bases loaded. Swinging a fly ball to center field. Gosling going back, still going back. It's over his head, and the Corn Dogs are going to run for miles. Rounding third is Santana. He scores. Walters slides into third. Bases clearing triple. Corn Dogs lead. Matulich up for the Corn Dogs. Wasilewski delivers. Swinging a fly ball to left field. Pretty deep. Denty going back. That ball is gone! A grand slam for Hayden Matulich. And this ball game is tied. Here we go. Ty Cheney stands in. Tor sets at his waist. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Win number 30 on the year for the Lake County Corn Dogs. And Noel, the Corn Dogs fans once again are sent home happy. Welcome back here to Highland High School in Highland, Indiana. Joshua Lipowski here with you alongside Noel Ferry as we begin inning number 4 in Game 2 of the Northern League semifinals. The Corn Dogs leading 4-1. Again, a reminder, the Corn Dogs are trailing 1-0 in this series. So if the Panthers win, then the Corn Dogs season comes to a close. If the Corn Dogs win, well, then there is a winner-take-all Game 3 that will be played tomorrow at Legacy Field. Scott Hansen set to lead off for the Lake County Corn Dogs. A reminder, folks, that Off Square Brewing, the official brewing partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. At Off Square Brewing, we strive to be just that, off square. We think and brew outside the box. Head on over to the Off Square Brewing Beer Garden whenever the Corn Dogs play at home. Must be 21 and older. Hopefully we'll have one more game at least with the Off Square Brewing Beer Garden coming up tomorrow. That pitch in there for a strike to Scott Hansen. It's now 0-1. The Corn Dogs have tallied in each of the first 3 innings. They hold a 4-1 lead over the Indiana Panthers. They've now matched the total runs the Panthers scored yesterday. Panthers scored 4 to win. Hansen swings and misses at that one. 0-2 the count now as Anthony Scanlon's on the mound. And no, it seems once Scanlon's come in, it seems like that the mentality, or not necessarily the mentality, but it just seems that the whole dynamic of this game has shifted. The 0-2, Hansen swings and skies that one into left field. Outlaw coming in, makes the running catch for out number 1 in left field.
Certainly. And, you know, yesterday there were multiple pitchers for the Panthers that came in and got it done. And that's really was the difference, as even when the, Corn Dogs were able to force their bullpen to come into the game, they still continued to succeed. So now, for the Panthers, it's a chance to get back on track. But for the Corn Dogs, can't slow down here.
No, you can't. Up comes Kevin Hall, the top of the order. That pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hall fouled out to lead off the ball game. Then he reached on a walk that actually ended up scoring a run in the second. So he does have an RBI tonight. That pitch to him is grounded foul to the left side. The count's now 0-2 here on Kevin Hall. Good contingent of Corn Dogs fans. Off to our right, just beside the Corn Dogs dugout, there is a little grandstand here at Highland High School, and it is filled with Corn Dogs fans here coming out to watch some playoff baseball this evening. Great to see that. The 0-2 to Hall swinging. That's a line drive into left field, and that falls in for a base hit just in front of Outlaw. Kevin Hall reaches for the second time. It's his first base hit. Puts a man on first here with 1 away.
You weren't going to be able to hold off Hall for very long.
Nope.
One of the best hitters in the Northern League. He gets himself on base, and now Gavin Terry up.
We've documented it well on this broadcast, and well last night. Kevin Hall, the Northern League batting title winner after he hit .368 in the regular season. He now takes his lead off of first. As the center fielder, Gavin Terry, with his bright red batting gloves, comes up and grounds one sharply, and that's foul. That is definitely a foul ball. Bushnell fielded it in foul territory. A bit of a late reaction there, I should say, from the Panthers' defense. Counts 0-1 here on Gavin Terry.
It's just good to see, the Corn Dogs support here, even in Highland. And that's one of the advantages of having, the Northern League not be so spread out, not too long a travel for players, and then fans are able to come in and support their teams still. And not just the fans, but, taking a look in the dugout for the Corn Dogs, it's chock full.
You're absolutely right. Talk about proximity. This field is not too far away from another Northern League field as that pitches up and away for a ball 1-1. Dowling Park, where the Southland Vikings play, is just a short sprint down Kennedy Avenue, north in Hammond. Not too far away. I'd say probably about 5 minutes a drive or so away from that. Not too far from Oil City and Whiting either. That pitch is skied into center field. Coming in and going back is Bilecki. He can't get there. That ball's going to roll all the way up against the fence. Hall is on his horse around third. He takes the wide turn. He's going to score standing. Into second is Gavin Terry with an RBI double. It's 5-1 Corn Dogs.
Terry ripped that one into center, put it exactly where he needed to. And when you got Hall on base, you might as well count it as a run already.
Absolutely. That ball, Bilecki came in on it and then misjudged it, and then he had to go back. There really is not any wind tonight. There is a flag just out beyond the center field fence, and that flag is just standing limp. So there really isn't much wind. There's maybe a very light breeze that comes around every now and again, but really no wind for all intents and purposes. Up comes Rocco Stevanovic. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. It's quickly 1-0 here on Rocco Stevanovic. Thank you to everyone for tuning in here on Facebook Live. We understand our picture quality is not the best. We're dealing with some network issues out here, but we're doing the best we can, chugging along to make sure we can have playoff baseball for you. The 1-0 Stevanovic swings on a high fly ball to left field. Outlaw going back. It's well over his head. It one-hops the fence. Terry rounds third. He's going to trot home easily. To second goes Stevanovic, an RBI double. It's 6-1 Corn Dogs.
Some deja vu for the Corn Dogs here, but this time Terry a little bit easier. He was already at second, and Stevanovic, we talk so much about Kevin Hall and his bat. Talk about another one, Stevanovic. What a year he has had, and he delivers for the Corn Dogs right there.
This brings up Tyler Schultz. Schultz has reached in both of his chances up to bat, walked in the first, singled in the third, later came around to score. Stevanovic takes his lead off of second. Anthony Scanlon standing in to pitch to Tyler Schultz. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that misses for a ball. 1-0 here on Schultz. How about that for the Corn Dogs? These Corn Dogs bats have absolutely woken up after a difficult night last night. 1-0 to Schultz early on that one. Counts now 1-1.
And we want to shout out everybody in our comment section right now on
Absolutely.
Facebook Live. We appreciate the kind words from Noel Superfan.
We really appreciate that. Happy to bring Corn Dogs baseball to you. 1-1. That misses inside for a ball. It's now 2-1 here on Schultz.
Yeah, Corn Dogs piling it on right now, 6-1, and you almost expected that with, the storm was coming.
Yes,
the Corn Dogs aren't going to take it laying down.
Schultz off the end of the bat, grounder, fielded off the turf by Pollocky. He whips it to first for the out. Stevanovic advances to third. I should say dirt, not turf. This is a dirt and grass field, but I guess, is turf interchangeable to you, Noel? Is that a term that's interchangeable to you? Everything is turf, technically.
I suppose, but
it's
no,
all turf.
Not in baseball, I would say. If I'm talking turf, you're looking at an actual turf field.
You're going to have to Google, what is the definition of turf? We should look that up. The definition of turf. As Doug Loden stands in with two down. That pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away, and Stevanovic will score easily from third base. A wild pitch allows Stevanovic to score, and the Corn Dogs have put up a 3-spot here in this fourth inning. It's now 7-1.
And just like that Schultz at-bat means even more for the Corn Dogs there. He's out on the play, makes that second out, but he advances Stevanovic to third and essentially puts a run on the board for the Corn Dogs.
No, what do I say? You make your own luck, because if you put the ball in play, you allow
baseball things to happen.
Exactly. Even if it's a collateral consequence, such as in that scenario, as Loden fouls that one away. Count is now 1-1 here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Josh, you actually might be right. Turf, the definition of turf is grass and the surface layer of earth held together by roots. So technically a turf field, quote unquote, would be an artificial turf field.
You're absolutely right. Swinging and a miss, 1-2 the count now on Doug Loden. So technically everything that you're standing on the baseball field is turf. Technically, by the definition of the term. Man, oh man. Semantics is interesting, guys. Semantics is interesting.
Well, today, the turf that matters is the one that we see here in Highland, this lush grass.
Pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Count is 2-2 now on Doug Loden.
It's made a difference so far already with some soft grounders, a couple infield hits so far. A notable one that comes to mind is Ethan Nielsen, who got one in. He later came around to tag up and score earlier.
Great example. Here's the pitch. Loden puts a charge into that one and fouls it off of the fencing in foul territory. Still 2-2 the count here on Doug Loden.
You know, whether or not Loden comes away with the hit in his at-bats, it's always just fun to watch.
It is. Loden is not a guy, he swings the bat hard. Every single time he swings, it looks like he's about to put one into Hobart or something whenever he swings at it. 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Loden does not agree with the call, but I don't think he'll be frowning for too long as the Corn Dogs put up a 3 spot here in the top of the 4th. 7-1 Corn Dogs. We are back after this on the Lake County Corn Dogs Broadcasting Network.